This is just the best part of my day.
Nope, scratch that. Reverse it.
My grandma and your grandma sitting by the fire. My grandma told your grandma, I'm gonna set your flag on fire. Talking about hey now,
Hey now,
hey now,
hey now.
I go one day.
Oh,
Jacques Finade, Jacques Finade. Look at my king all dressed in red. I go one day. I bet you $5 he'll kill you dead. Jacques Finade. Talking about hey now,
hey now,
hey now,
hey now.
I go one day.
Yeah, so I was Googling the Gregorian calendar and the...
As you're wont to do.
as the Chinese
This is your life on testosterone.
life on testosterone is Googling calendars.
This is your life on tea. Is like, what is the Wikipedia page for the Gregorian calendar like?
Well, you know what's funny is it did lead me to the Julian calendar, which is Julius Caesar, which is my that is my ancient Roman Empire.
That is my ancient Rome.
So it does kind of all come back around, right?
Girl,
to the Roman Empire.
You're my Roman Empire. I never stop thinking about you. These are 2-year-old TikTok memes, right? These are just ancient history being dredged up here.
Well, by the time TikTok memes make it to you, yeah,
they are already covered in cobwebs and decrepit. Yeah. I just remember we talked about that on like the Notting Hill episode, almost 3 years ago. And we keep technology seems to be moving, being optimized to create increasingly ephemeral and forgettable video content. That kind of seems like what all technology is just sort of building towards at the current moment. Like, eventually we'll develop a video you are forgetting about while you are watching it.
Oh, that's already happening for me. Absolutely.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Which is why it's so great that we are sticking to our roots and sticking to our guns with going. We are sticking with one wonderful actress through highs and lows. And she is unforgettable, and even maybe her most forgettable works we will dredge back up so you don't forget.
So you never really forget, because
never be forgetting is what my cousin once kind of brought into the zeitgeist.
Absolutely, never be forgetting.
Never be forgetting.
My pet goat. When are you adapting My Pet Goat for the big screen?
My Pet Goat.
The book he was reading when the 9/11 news came in.
Okay, so that's my Schrodinger's cat. And thank you for telling. That adds some color that would be helpful for me because I'm trying to develop a solo show, and in it I'm going to be kind of giving a whole sort of life timeline through PowerPoints, obviously. In the show, I believe it will be called "Gay for PowerPoint." I say this now because by the time it's the Chinese New Year, the year of the horse, I'm hoping that I've had some news whether it's going to go up in April or not. But if not, it'll go up eventually. Anyway.
Chinese New Year is so much sicker than regular style New Year. Because Chinese New Year is like, there's a cool new animal that the year is themed around. Totally. As opposed to like America style Greg's New Year. Gregory, and he's just like, new number.
Yeah, new number, who dis?
New number, and you can put the number in the shape of glasses sometimes, whatever, man. Miss me.
Yeah, I'm excited
Greg.
for the horse. I'm going to try to pay close attention in this film because I don't remember if there's a horse. And so I'm going to pay close attention to see, does My Best Friend's Wedding have a horse? I know in Runaway Bride, there's definitely a horse.
Famous horse. No, I don't think My Best Friend... I mean, hey, we're going to have to watch and see, because this is, of course, Run the Julia is the only podcast brave enough to cover every single cinematic work of America's sweetheart, Julia Roberts. We are one of Spotify's top 25% best reviewed podcasts. I am one of your hosts, TV's Kevin Lanigan. And you can cover me in onions and relish because I'm a Chicago-style hot dog.
I love that. I am your other host, JessiKat Scott, pronouns remained they, them, despite the political climate. And I would say...
Nevertheless, they persisted.
Nevertheless. And I once again want to suck a wedding ring off of somebody's finger.
Oh, yeah. I hope that happens for you.
Yeah, and that is what sticks year to year between watching my best friend's wedding. That is what sticks. I also want to say a little prayer for you at my best friend's dinner reception.
Absolutely.
Just to bring the vibes up.
That's right, listener. And this year, as our loyal listeners, our 7 most loyal listeners especially, they know that every year on this show, we talk about a little film called My Best Friend's Wedding. We have traditionally uploaded this episode on New Year's Eve, the 31st of December. But this year, is a little different. Because JessiKat and I have both decided to acknowledge that it is the Chinese century. So this episode will be going up on Chinese New Year's Eve to honor Xi Jinping and, our incredible bright new future that he's ushering us into.
Yes. And what's great about what we're doing here that's different than the other years we've done this is we're doing a commentary. We're doing sort of a director's commentary, despite not directing this film.
That's right.
Despite being tiny babies when this film was actually made.
Itty bitty babies. But, on the Criterion, discs for movies they're putting out that, all the creative team is dead, they'll bring in experts, scholars, film theorists,
right,
which
and
is
so
what we are, if nothing else.
Yeah, and so Julia was, kind of called in a favor, because she's like, I'm busy. I had those Golden Globes.
She had the Golden Globes.
It's the award season. After The Hunt is doing what it's doing right
Julia's
now.
in the conversation. She was nominated for a Golden Globe. She didn't win. She shouted out Ava Victor, said Ava Victor is my hero. Watch Sorry Baby if you haven't watched it. I must agree with Queen Julia on this. Watch Sorry Baby if you haven't watched it. But she was a little busy. She couldn't join us this week, but next week for sure.
She got a standing ovation just for giving a award category, which I think is pretty iconic and true. As you know, our listeners, whether you're new or old, that is a testament to her body of work. She bodied the film.
I would have to say, Julia Roberts' filmography, it's boots. It's tea.
It's boots. Yeah. Her tea is boots wigging so hard, especially in the body tea in the boots.
I'm imagining today's 15-year-olds as film professors 50 years in the future and going the work of Howard Hawks, his body of work, his filmography was a boots tea down girl wig,
Bodied that body of work.
Humphrey Bogart bodied his work in The Big Sleep. He bodied it.
It hurts. So what I did to prepare for this watch is nothing. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to comment, and if I don't know something, I'm going to make it up. And you're going to have to decide for yourselves what's true and what's not. But I'm going to talk about it with the same earnestness. Some could call it improv, but I call it manifesting.
Absolutely. We are manifesting here. Yes, I have rented My Best Friend's Wedding on youtube.com. Yep. I have it here. I'm ready to go. Listeners, please feel free to join us if you want to listen to us talk over this wonderful film as you're watching it yourself, or don't do that and just listen to this episode however you normally would, driving or having sex with your wonderful partner.
Which is how most people enjoy this film, I think, the most.
Mm-hmm. All right, amazing. You ready, JessiKat?
I believe I'm ready. Let me be Unk for a second. Let me be Unk, as the kids say.
If I might be a chopped unk.
Yeah, I'm gonna chop my unk in my body tea right now. Hold on. I'm gonna chop this unk body tea, and I'm gonna adjust my viewer page so I can just
I
see
hope
your
I'm
little...
not called to bring in another piece of contemporary slang. I am dry.
Yeah,
Wow.
you're like firmly millennial, where I'm cuspy. I'm Gen Z passing, but you're
Yeah.
just a few years older and yet much
Yeah, I'm
more
just
squarely
straight
millennial.
up millennial.
Buy up millennial.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much on buy up millennial. But my girlfriend recently asked me,
Okay.
as I'm making a potential
Brag.
career
Brag.
transition. Thank you
Brag.
so much. Humble brag. As I'm making a potential career transition to becoming a public school English teacher, she was like,
So
"Are you
real.
going to make efforts to learn their slang, meet them where they are?" And I said, absolutely not. I will not be doing that. There must be I don't
not
need them
gonna
to think
lean?
I'm cool.
You're not going to lean on the desk?
I'm not going to lean. I'm not going to turn the chair around and speak to them as a cool teacher would. I don't need their validation. I don't need to know why 6 is afraid of 7.
6, 7.
6, 7. But by the time, I even if I did the fastest track possible, it would be over a year. That meme is going to be done and dusted. That's going to be a real boots tee down Roman Empire situation by the time I get there. I don't have to worry about 6, 7.
Totally. And I think what's funny is you already kind of have the ancient standpoint of kids saying 6, 7. You're like, well, in our day, it was why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9, and everyone's like, stop talking, Mr. Lanigan.
Please, no, Mr. L, stop.
I'm surprised you're not doing the film professor, film teacher route.
Yeah, that's not really offered until it's at a college level generally. I mean, of course some places do, but I'm just gonna, most of the places that I've looked, most of the places where you can get a New York public school certification is English, math, science, health, history, those kinds of subcategories. I do want to kind of weasel my way into the theater department. I do want to kind of hey, do you need a co-director? What's the situation there? I do want to know what's going on over there.
Yeah.
I would love to stage The Sound of Music. Do you know what I mean?
I think that would be great. I think this has always been your final form. And
I agree. It just took me, I needed to go on a journey to get there.
And I don't think you would have been able to output because you can't make this volume of content and watch this volume of pop culture at a public school teacher job. And I think building to this,
certainly not. Yeah, it will require some more schedule coordination at the eventual point where that is part of my life. But that's a later Kevin problem.
Yeah, and you've been able to do a lot of content related stuff up until now, which I'm so glad you did.
Absolutely. And it's not stopping, I'm going to keep writing, keep working on my projects, but it'll be new, it'll be different. Maybe if I have summers off, I bank it all up over the summer and release it throughout the year.
If you had started 10 years ago, I think you would have burned out by now.
Exactly.
So I think this was exactly the path. And
absolutely.
This was always your form, being a sleepy, but passionate, but frustrated.
Trying to get, my goal is get one kid a year to think books are cool. Just one who will pick up books later in their life.
You have such a good, take no shit face, too. Do you like kids?
I do.
Huh. I think we've never talked about kids.
I really liked, when I was, RAing at the Missouri Fine Arts Academy
That's true.
and stuff. Yeah.
You've had a lot
I
of
liked
leadership.
all those processes. And, no, I think I will enjoy this. But that's not what we're here to do today.
Sorry, I'm just so excited. TJ's Kevin
No,
Lanigan
it sounds
is trying
great.
something new. I love when this happens.
If I don't, if you follow, I don't know if you want to talk about it, your potential new career path. Again, I think it'd be very funny if the two hosts of this show had real Game of Life style jobs. If we were both cards you could pull from the Game of Life.
Not only that, but we would have a real Julia Roberts character jobs.
Yeah.
We would be primed to be the most lazy backstory in a Julia Roberts supporting character thing. Yeah, or a romantic lead. Yeah. So for me, I'm not people are asking if I'm going to law school, if I'm going to be a lawyer. And what I'm saying is I'm taking the LSAT in about a month because I just got full accommodations. So I'm going to see how that goes. And then I have like a plan A, B, and C around that. But nothing job-wise has been happening for a while. And some people have suggested recession-proof jobs. And I had... I wrote a play about my mentor in undergrad who was an attorney, and she was an attorney and I was an intern for her for wrongful convictions. That made me really passionate. I've had a bunch of Title IX case like experience, and I also think just selling out and being an entertainment lawyer for a while would keep me sort of around the projects and then helping to represent people I care about during this emerging AI era. There's just like a lot of different things, but
absolutely.
The most important
I've been thinking about AI proof jobs as well. You know, like teacher, podcaster, author are like tough for AI to really replicate. So that's what I'm banking on.
Yeah. So I'm taking the LSAT and I'm going to see what kind of score I get. So right now where I'm at is I'm in the song What You Want from Legally Blonde, the musical. I'm in that montage. I'm not trying to get 175. I'm not going to say what number I'm going for. But 175 is one of the highest scores you can get. And it would be nice to get at least a little bit close to that, sort of, to do what I want to do.
And I think you will.
But this is very last minute to be throwing it all together. So if this go round doesn't work, I will take the next year to actually apply to all the big scholarships. Yeah. I've been debating if I'm going to do one of those, like, there's a bunch of hot girls that, like, are like, this is my, like, LSAT study process, like, vlogging their studying. And I've considered maybe doing that to up my viewership a bit. I'm still getting a little boost from my Dropout cameo. And I think I'm not sure, but I'm getting profit share checks of $17. So I do think I might be getting residuals from it.
No, yeah, Dropout is big on profit sharing, even for people who have like a what could be called like a guest appearance, like yourself. Like you are getting resids. Dropout's the only people who are doing resids.
Yeah, and I didn't know I was technically considered like background at the time, but I think because of how I'm doing and the numbers it's pulling.
Yeah.
And also it's pulling. It's one of the highest like viral vids, I think. So. So yeah, I'm getting $17 from Dropout semi-regularly. So that's cool.
Fuck yeah. Thank you, Daddy Sam Reich.
Daddy Sam Reich. Yeah. Oh, and then by the time this comes out, I will know if I'm in Macbeth and what role I'm playing.
Yo, sick. Can't wait. Yeah. Can't wait. But without further ado, I think it's about time we start my best friend's wedding.
Yeah.
I am ready. JessiKat, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm at 0:00:00.
I am as well. And we will start the film in 3, 2, 1. Bong, 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 bong. That was kind of an approximation of wedding bells, but I think it was more like Big Ben bells.
Yeah.
Oh, the beautiful TriStar logo.
Look at that frickin' Pegasus.
I love that majestic, beautiful
I love
horse.
a Pegasus. So they actually
I do too.
They flew that in from Olympus, actually, for...
Yeah, Mount Olympus.
Yeah, which was cool. So, and loving, and touching, and fucking, and touching, and thinking, and dreaming.
And sucking, and fucking. And doing,
and
yeah. I mean, they're the first of many musical numbers throughout this film.
And that's probably what makes it one of the gayest of Julia's projects.
Absolutely, I think this one is big with the gays for sure.
There's one girl in pink who's in the background, and she looks a lot like Maud Apatow, and that's because it's actually Maud Apatow's aunt.
Is that true? She's of the Apatow clan?
Everything I'm saying for
is
the
gonna be
commentary
true.
is true. Yeah.
Okay, wow. Is she, do you know if she's related to Judd or Leslie?
She's in the, you can kind of see from her bone structure, she's in the Leslie.
Yeah, she's definitely a
Leslie.
Leslie.
She's got a sort of a Leslie look about her.
Absolutely.
So she's Leslie's sister.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You know, Leslie has had a lot of success in her career, but she is not in the opening musical number of My Best Friend's Wedding.
Yeah, and that's because she had a different kind of start.
It's true.
This aunt here, because we have the X-ray, Bree Turner. Bree Turner, she came from Juilliard, and then she went into to study like ballet, Joffrey School of Ballet.
I mean, yeah, it's all up there on the screen.
Before booking this, yeah.
And she books.
She books,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is, I mean, it's just we're just kind of in a pink void here. You know what I mean? I do miss an opening credits sequence. It's such a lost art to really just like have a little something while the audience is taking their seats, you know, let you sink into the world of the movie, the tone of what you're about to see.
I will say I used to throw huge temper tantrums during like Disney animated projects when like Peter Pan, for example, when it was just title sequence and like sort of operatic singing forever and we weren't seeing anything, it was just names.
Fast forward.
Yeah, I got so pissed. I was like, I hate this.
Absolutely.
One of these other performers looks a lot like you know, I don't want to do this woman a disservice. She was recently on Amy Poehler's podcast though, so I will get her name.
Hey, yo. Yeah, this movie I saw in the credits was shot by Laszlo Kovacs, who was mostly like a big like 70s cinematographer. He worked with Peter Bogdanovich a lot. What's Up Doc, Paper Moon.
Sorry, so this is what's his name? Charlie Trotter is actually a second cousin of mine.
Really?
And he died, and he was an evil chef, but he was a very famous Chicago chef. And
evil chef. I love a nefarious chef.
So this is sort of like a celebrity cameo in this movie, and this is not made up, but nothing of what I'm saying is made up anyway. But Charlie Trotter is at this time, really famous chef in Chicago, kind of like inspired the bear world. But he was also
this
a
is
tyrant.
like how Bourdain is in The Big Short.
Exactly. But is kind of a terror to work with. And then he eventually died of, I think, drugs.
That's my impression of most chefs. When I worked at, I forgot she's a food critic in this movie.
Exactly.
When I worked at the Fox, the fabulous Fox Theater in St. Louis, for just a few weeks, really. Anytime I had to go into the kitchen to like get a dish to bring to a table, just a nightmare environment in there. Really terrible vibes from the chef. Everyone was, you know, seemed to be very on edge. And I suppose that's just what a lot of kitchens are like. But I didn't like the vibe in there.
Bad vibe. A million things are crossing my mind right now. Amazing hair.
Her
amazing
leather
outfit.
cell phone case.
Rupert Everett's amazing hair. Julia Roberts' amazing hair.
Really excellent hair.
Her sort of androgynous outfit, and her whole vibe of this movie is, it seems like they're making her sort of like an attorney vibe, but for some reason that's the vibe of a food critic. We're all supposed to be like, yeah, food critic is sort of an androgynous, feminine,
well dressed, yeah,
cold, yeah.
They're artsy, but they're serious, and that is represented by Julia Roberts wearing a checkered button-up shirt and a vest. When Julia mounts this comeback, you know, going here through like Notting Hill or whatever, she's adding a little more like androgynous dress to her wardrobe. There's the famous tie in Notting Hill. This kind of just was briefly between this and, you know, up until Erin Brockovich, I suppose. This was kind of in her wardrobe department.
I'd never noticed how many ear piercings she has. She has
at least
like
5.
Yeah, she has like a triple on the side, which I think is kind of edgy for the time. I did try
Very
to get my hair
90s.
cut to look a little closer to this Rupert look.
And it shows. Once you point that out, it absolutely shows.
So she actually got this locket that she's wearing, and she'll wear throughout the film from her late grandmother, who always wanted her to be an actress.
Well,
because
worked out.
her late grandmother, she never really got to kind of live her early 20s out in New York as a emerging actress in the Broadway world, but then she kind of had to settle into a family. So when she gave this necklace to Julia Roberts, she said, "Dearie, I want the world for you. Wear this, and you're gonna go places." And look at her now.
She's still in places, you know?
So the plot that we just kind of brushed over was that Julia Roberts got a call from her best friend who was getting married. And he feels like he's losing his best friend. I think this movie would be fantastic as a lesbian movie. I think it would make extra sense as a lesbian movie.
Now, are you saying that Michael should have been a woman? Or are you saying that she should end up with Cameron Diaz at the end of the movie?
Everyone in it is a woman except Rupert Everett in the modern adaptation, because it is very lesbian culture to have this dynamic with your ex.
Yeah.
It's always such a gray area.
This is kind of, this movie, it was never sequelized. There was never like a straight to, DVD, like My Best Friend's Wedding 2 or anything like that. They've tried turning it into a stage musical. We talked about that last year. But
I never listened.
Yeah, it hasn't gotten off the ground. I don't know if it ever made it out of the main playhouse. But maybe. I know they were threatening a sequel, but I don't even know what that would be about.
Look at this workman shirt. I mean, this is straight out the L word. Like,
Red.
what a great
Yeah. She's wearing, truly like a shirt with a man's name on it.
It's like
she's a mechanic.
It's like the look right now. It's like a mix of a pirate shirt and a Carhartt work shirt.
Yeah, it's very baggy in that 90s kind of way.
But it's definitely from the men's section of a thrift store.
Absolutely.
And then these little like tiny like silver accessory, like her grandmother's necklace, and then also this ring right here. This is a very lesbian look as well. To have
it's coded
this, like,
all over the film.
Yeah. God, she's gorgeous in this movie.
Yeah.
Look at that cool little laptop in the corner, to speak of the mise en scène.
Absolutely. I mean, look at all these details. There's a stuffed pig. How many people have stopped and really appreciated the stuffed pig behind her on the floor?
And I wonder if that's so funny.
It almost looks taxidermied. It's crazy.
Look, there's red blanket. There's red scarf thing. She's wearing, her hair's kind of red. So clearly the director of this film wanted us to be like, red means danger.
We opened with pink. You know what I mean? Like, it's a color theory here. It is kind of cliche to say at this point, but like, movies just look like fucking dog shit now. And like, look at this, like, mid-tier crowd pleaser romantic comedy that like has all these colors and is so nicely lit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just really, we lost a lot of something.
And it's not just throwing colors. It's like deliberate color. Also, PJ Hogan did not realize directed a really important project to me. The live action Peter Pan, to speak of Peter Pan again.
The classic sexual awakening Peter Pan?
Yeah, but the soundtrack, dude. Like, the soundtrack of that movie, it put me to sleep on sleepless nights in high school. I burned it on a CD and would play it on loop. Incredible
Well,
work.
one day we're going to talk about a Peter Pan movie on this very show.
Can't wait.
The Notorious Hook, which I've never seen.
I kind of miss the John Hughes era of Chicago is where stuff is set.
Chicago is where it's happening. Now, you only get the bear or whatever, but Chicago was kind of another place you could set a movie at this time.
It was the everyman city, you know?
Yes.
It's like if you're not talking about New York hustle and bustle and you're not talking about celebrities and you're just an everyman who's successful in metropolitan, it's Chicago.
Yeah. And this is also when we used to actually film things in Los Angeles, California. So, you know, LA was kind of the default for a lot of these movies. But yeah, Chicago, it's right there for you. Now it's all like Atlanta or like Hungary doubling for Atlanta.
Did she drop something while running into his arms? And we just
I don't know.
I missed that moment. I did notice the last watch through that the continuity of her sunglasses was crazy, and like it was all over the place.
We're on Sunglass Watch.
Dermot Mulroney was in Hunting Wives recently.
That is true. I walked in on Kelly watching that a couple of times.
Totally. It is.
It's just a bunch of people being like, I love my husband and munching box.
And guns.
And guns.
It's mostly I love guns. And my husband is a lifestyle. And I love women. In secret.
And that's what Hunting Wives is about.
Okay.
I'm not actually interested in a convertible.
By the way,
is that crazy? Go ahead.
This is impressive ADR.
I know.
Really impressive
'cause
ADR.
If you don't know anything about like the making of movies, basically any scene done outside is ADR, especially in a big Hollywood movie like this. But doubly so in like a convertible or something like that, where the sound is just whatever you got is unusable.
And her lips synced up perfectly there, whereas like now they don't even try. Like now lip syncing isn't even no one's
But
interested.
it also like what always gets me is when like the actor on screen is obviously yelling because they're trying to talk over the wind, you know, when they were filming the scene, but the voice that I'm hearing is like, "Hello, how are you?" you know? And it throws me off. So bad ADR is really tough for me.
Rose Abdoo needs her own vehicle. How many frickin' movies and TV shows has this woman been in?
Rose Abdoo, who is that?
She is the seamstress. You'll see.
Oh, Rose Abdoo.
You will.
I'm
you will know when
unfamiliar.
you see.
Okay.
You will be very familiar.
I'll
Very
be
moment.
very familiar.
Wow, Cameron Diaz can do no wrong.
This is so early in the Cameron Diaz experiment, you know?
Yeah.
The Mask is just 3 years before this. You watched the Holiday again?
Holiday once again. I try to watch it every year.
And you really got to take pencils of time in the calendar. Not a short film.
No, but it doesn't feel long. It feels perfect.
It's beautiful. There's a
There she
classic
is.
debate.
Up.
Yeah. Here. There's a classic debate about the movie The Holiday. Which storyline is often it's the good one, but which one is better? Is the way I will phrase it. Which romantic plotline are you more interested in? Are you more interested in Cameron Diaz in England, or are you more interested in Kate Winslet in Los Angeles?
Julia's in Lingerie for No Reason.
They got to keep the men who get dragged to this movie, they got to keep them awake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
I feel like in almost every movie like this, there is a scene where they are in their underwear, and I have no choice to believe anything other than like they're just trying to keep the men in the audience interested.
Exactly. Hopefully we move past that one day. Hopefully we stop. I think we're getting closer. But what I like about this is in this moment that we briefly saw Julia's half naked body, it's not what it would be today, which is like getting a trainer doing cool sculpting, have it be absolutely like cut specifically and perfectly, not like she looked like a normal person, basically.
Yeah,
an attractive normal person just for that moment. And I missed that.
These two on screen right now, Cameron Diaz and Julia Roberts were and are and still should be, considered the height of beauty in so many ways. But like, they also do look like people. They look like human beings, they have like their own teeth and things like that. The veneers thing really throws me.
Yeah.
Especially like anytime we're doing like a period piece or something and like everyone's teeth are like perfect and white and beautiful. I'm like, this is just I'm being taken out of it.
You just heard a beautiful gurgle. If you wanna listen with at 16:32, you'll hear Cameron Diaz kind of gurgle in a beautiful way.
Beautiful gurgle. And then somewhat, you know, you got to have the family walk on and be like, this lady's strange.
Where are you in the world of like blonde hair, blue eyes versus like sort of a red hair with like a hazel brown, like, you know how the...
What are you asking me? What am I jacking off to? Is that what you're asking me?
No, just what people have their like sort of preferences with this type, and it's never really hit for me.
Yeah, call me a progressive man, you know, I take them how they come. You know what I mean? I appreciate all kinds.
Yeah, I was kind of like, I guess, setting you up to really...
Setting me up to fail is what you were doing. You were...
No. In the end, I set you up to sound like a cool guy.
You were blindfolding me and placing me in a dunk tank and saying like, you had the baseball.
And these hazel... I just think like this hair color for her is so good. Because I never really quite noticed her eyes of all of her features, and here it really makes them pop. I'm talking about Julia Roberts.
Of course.
This is my favorite of her hair, in general, color, styling.
Nah, this is a really good one. And it's still, you know, curly. It's like a different form of the curly. It's not the same as it was in like Mystic Pizza 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, this is, I think like, they have Cameron Diaz styled like such a waspy Connecticut, you know, tennis girly. It's really, really characterful.
Oh, these are the girls from the beginning.
Oh, they're the same girls. I didn't know that.
I believe
But they just
so.
have like, I'm a dumb guy, so if your hair is different, I'm like, that's a different person.
Maybe they're not, but they look kind of like the same from the beginning.
Absolutely. When mommy puts her hands in front of her eyes and says peekaboo, I don't think she exists. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, I might be wrong, but also this kind of hairstyle with this short thing, that was not for me. She does it in the player. She like ends up kind of doing her hair like these women in the back in the player at the end of the movie, and it's not for me.
Yeah.
Is this when she's a cool girl? I love the cool girl scene.
The crack of the bat. Yeah, she's a gone girl, cool girl. Oh yeah, I like beer and baseball. But they are, you know, it is a put on. And George knows.
She's putting him in her place. She's like, you think I'm clumsy? I'm not clumsy. I'm not that kind of rom-com ingenue.
I got 8 beers.
I'm sturdy. And I know how to sling a beer.
Comiskey Park. What a Chicago-style name.
So flirty.
Oh.
I don't
Kissing
understand.
at Walsh on the mouth.
So
Knock in the middle.
uncomfortable. So uncomfortable for me.
Yeah, I'm not into the
We all share a
kissing
woman.
people on a mouth thing. Yeah, the family. Oh yeah, I'm kissing like my son's best friend on the mouth. That's just not the life I'm trying to live.
I just don't like the sharing one woman flirting with a gaggle of men has always made me uncomfy.
No, it don't make me feel special.
Not for her. She can do whatever she wants, but I don't like men being like, let's all have one woman to oogle together.
It was giving Hooters waitress.
Exactly. But I do like her in that scene.
Yeah.
I like everything she does in this movie. This is one of my favorites of hers.
Absolutely. It's just kind of, you know, really, the whole movie just kind of hangs its hat on her.
The fashion of this movie is some of my favorite.
Amazing mid-90s fashions. His polo is so fuzzy. It looks like it's very soft.
Oh yeah, that's
fuzzy.
probably uncomfy for an outdoor sports
For a
game.
hot outdoor baseball game.
I went to a Blues hockey game over the
Whoa.
break because of heated rivalry. I wanted to see it live.
Was gonna ask, yeah.
Yep.
And how was that for you?
It was really fun.
Did you learn what icing
healing.
the puck is? Did you Did you see a fight?
I did see some fights.
Did
and
you
that's what I
see
went
penetrative gay male segs?
for. No. I didn't
Bummer.
even see them hump the ice like I
Damn
hoped.
it.
I should have gotten there earlier.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was ice cheerleaders though. That was fun for me.
Oh, I did not know that. I've been to like one hockey game, and I don't even think it was a Blues game. I think it was like a minor league game.
She's addressing here that she doesn't like yucky love stuff, but now
Blech.
she kind of does because he's unavailable. Okay, very important scene coming up. This
Okay.
karaoke.
Can we get to the bottom of what this karaoke bar is and how it works? Because there's 400 people in this room. There's so many people in this giant bar space.
Maybe it's that people don't. There's no QR code or anything, so you have to go up.
Yeah, this is definitely pre-QR code. You have to go up somewhere. But I know I'm watching a movie, but at a place like this, you have a wait time of at least an hour before you would, after you put your song in, between when you do that and when you actually sing.
Yeah, so maybe some people here are like there to get drunk, and very few, they're too drunk to kind of put some names in.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess a bougie thing about me is I do like a private room karaoke. That is kind of like what I'm about when it's karaoke time.
I go to karaoke often on Tuesdays, and it can get really crowded. Yes, and it's a QR code, and you do have to wait a long time. It's not quite as big as this, but it can get this big.
Woof.
Yeah. I also like that no one's singing now. It's sort of
No one
intermittent.
at all. Yeah. Yeah, it's where you're waiting for the next band to set up.
Like, it's like karaoke when you want it to happen.
It's karaoke occasional. It's karaoke sometimes.
Optional, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this
Okay, and she just kind of was sitting behind her with a microphone.
Yes, not
I liked
singing.
that. What I think is beautiful about this movie is it's like, you know what? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Forget about it.
It's like, don't worry about how this happens.
Yeah. I mean, if you're adapting this for the stage, this is an opportunity that I don't think many musicals have taken it up on, of like a karaoke scene that turns into a real musical number.
Totally. I do miss I love her earnest laughter that is supposed to be kind of evil. Like, she was really, what a nuanced performance just then.
I know. I mean, she's got this movie relies on like the two ineffable things about Julia Roberts, in that she is like supremely charming rom-com ingenue, and also like has an edge to her, has a little bit of like a twisted knife that she can turn.
And Cameron Diaz, to my understanding, cannot sing. And I do love that. Because she cannot sing in The Holiday either.
Wow. It's not for everybody.
I miss when intellectual property rights weren't so crazy that like you can't even like speak a song or anything without paying.
Yeah.
He was singing before, and now she gets to sing here, and there's just so much singing that
I know. I
aren't
mean,
even
I'm just
worried about paying
the dollar
for.
amounts are just going up, tens of thousands of dollars to sing some of these songs.
today this would be like, we don't need this,
Yeah.
maybe one
It's like-
song.
In like the whole movie.
We wouldn't get Say a Little Prayer for You and this, probably.
No,
they would have picked
absolutely
one.
not.
Yeah.
This is why more directors need to spend their time, hanging out with like unrepresented or indie label bands so that you can get good music on the mega cheap.
Yeah, but also there's something fun about like a recognizable song
100%.
being in a thing.
I'm just saying, you can get like an album's worth of songs for the price of one song, and then maybe you can spend like the same amount on one big song.
I have seen this karaoke effect in real time of someone being so off key and everybody being down for it and it drawing you closer to that person.
Because it is like, it's such a humbling thing, It look at the levels that Julia's playing. She is a little charmed. She is a little charmed by what's happening.
You can see her both charmed and also like, wow, well played.
Big disappointed.
I've been got by my own game.
This fucking backfire. She's Wile E. Coyote right now. The bomb blew up in her face instead of exploding that damn bird.
And Grandma's necklace remains.
Yeah, it's been on the whole time. I've never noticed that before.
You're gonna be a big star.
Mr. Big Star.
Look at these games. Look at these levels.
Mm-hmm.
These home wrecking
Changing,
levels.
moving. This is just a movie. It's not that there aren't great movies nowadays. Of course they are. But, like, they're not... normal style movies are not great. And this movie is normal style.
Say more. Say more.
This is just like a movie you watch, It's
What?
just trying to entertain you and send you home happy. It's not like it's not an A24 thing. It's trying to reinvent, or subvert, or do anything major like that. This is
see what
just
you're
like, this is regular style.
I think it's perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Regular style is not an insult. It's regular style.
No animal fries. Just straight on the menu.
No animal fry. No secret menu. I think secret menus are silly. I want to know what's on the menu.
So, Dermot Mulroney actually got that lip scar famously.
How did you know I was just looking at the lip scar? How did you know?
Because I have the intuition of a filmmaker. He got it from a shark bite when he was 8.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He was, which gave him cred and the kind of confidence required to become an actor for the rest of his life. But he was really self-conscious about it at the beginning. It kind of made him try to play to his other strengths until he actually kind of grew into his handsomeness. He had to sort of build up this charisma. Even though people didn't, but kids can be mean. Nobody really bullied him, but people definitely treated him differently, and he kind of had to, build a personality around this shark bite.
I mean, this is what we're talking about, like, people with faces, flaws. Dermot Mulroney is obviously a very handsome man, but, like, he's got some character in there.
I do think men get away with more interesting face stuff.
Oh, without a doubt. And I think, I think we need to allow women with scars to be in movies.
More women with scars.
Absolutely.
Tina Fey in everything.
Absolutely. Dermot Mulroney, like, he is a very handsome, charismatic guy. There is also something, like, a little off about his on-screen presence. In a way that he uses. He's often very, like, there's something a little too slick about this guy, like August Osage County, he's with the teenager or whatever.
Yeah, he's good at playing, like, immediately charming and attractive and friendly, and probably has something sinister going on in the background.
Yeah. You're
Perfect
like, this
politician.
guy, yeah, 100%. But any character he plays, I'm like, yeah, you were on the Epstein flight logs.
Sure. I see you right through, yeah. Look at this little blazer. This little blazer vest.
It's a wild vest. It looks like silk, but it's just a vest.
It's silk. It's double-breasted. Haha.
Ha.
Okay, this is her most feminine look so far.
Yeah, well, I was about to say she's wearing her grandmother's Afghan.
I wouldn't have... I mean, sure, she looks beautiful, but I would say this is her simplest look so far.
Indeed. Yeah, she's trying... I think, the character is playing it up, is really, like, trying to appear very alluring and feminine.
I guess this is not... Yeah. This is
because she's against the ultimate feminine. You know what I mean? Yeah. Is this a split diopter shot in My Best Friend's Wedding? PJ Hogan, I see you.
Whoa, cool. Yeah, I can tell, I guess, by her lip color that she's trying to femme it up. But other than that, this look is kind of like older for me. This is sort of like what a 45-year-old woman would wear.
Yeah, she's dressing older. That's what I was saying.
But I guess because Cameron, the preppy look is inherently like old. It's something that you can age into. You start very young wearing it, and then you can wear it well into your 80s. It's like the same look.
You never have to think about a second style.
Yeah, the preppy Lily Pulitzer. It's kind of like forever.
Mm-hmm. The Chanel suit, you can do it forever.
Oh, they're fighting.
Is it because he's like twice her age? Is it because he's trying to marry like a college junior? Is that are they running into like some weird problems with that?
And let's just speak to that. Like everything Julia's doing is completely fair on that account.
They have to do so much. It
benefits her.
Work.
It definitely benefits Cameron to split up this marriage. To go, you know what? You shouldn't be with this. I know how to deal with this slimy guy. You're young, and I don't know if you can. If you can rock with this. It might bring out his most shadow side to be with someone so young. So let's try to break this up for the morals of it.
This screenplay has to do a lot of the work that like you see in a lot of like superhero movies where the bad guy is like obviously right and making a ton of valid points. So they have to have them like just start killing people at random to like remind you that they're the bad guy. Like this movie has to do so much work to like make you sympathetic to the Julia Roberts character and the actions that she is taking, so you don't just like immediately turn against her. And so they introduce all this flaws in the relationship, but it doesn't make me want to see this couple get married.
I remember this moment that we just saw, hating everything about it, hating everything about them reconciling, about what she like compromises on, everything about it.
Everything about it.
I also this is the first time it sort of dawned on me, probably, unless I listen back to our other pods and I've said this
Look
before,
at these.
and I just forgot,
Look at these New York gays. Look at this gaggle of New York gays.
I want to be there. I want to be in the room where it happens. Put me in. That Cher look-alike.
Yeah.
Who's on this X-ray? Oh, look at this X-ray.
Adam Conover looking ass over here.
Sid Hillman, Renata Scott, Anne Duong.
Oh my God, Rupert Everett.
Give me
snack pack. Snack and a half.
I gotta age into Rupert Everett.
And you will.
And I will.
The height, maybe not, but every other aspect.
Hey, hey, the tea just hasn't kicked in yet.
You're gonna get the materialist ankle break surgery.
No, my dad is 6'5".
Oh, so any day now.
Yeah.
Any day now, you're gonna have a 6-inch summer.
My dad had a 1 foot growth spurt, so I'm just kind of waiting for that.
In his 30s?
In his teens, but
okay.
You know,
so it's just you're just a little late. That's all.
His tea kicked in then, and my tea started now. So that's the difference.
She was falling asleep to Fantasy Island. Fantasy Island was on TV.
Today it would be Love Island.
Today it will be Love Island.
What I was saying is what's never really occurred to me until now, unless I've said it before and I'll listen back to see if I have, but it's that she's kind of like undoing the archetype that she played in her early career. Like she's the undoing of Cameron Diaz is sort of like it's interesting watching her sort of deconstruct the archetype and try to like take down the archetype that she would have played. It's like who they tried to make her be, and like watch her kind of like manipulate it. I think that's some of the fun meta game of watching her in this role.
It's a meta statement piece.
Yeah, it's like, oh, when she was, 20, when she was in these gap age things, it's fun to see an older version of her kind of like try to manipulate it and break it apart and poke at the holes. Because
God, I love that ancient
maybe
laptop.
there's something satisfying about all the early career stuff where you're like, she's so young, she's like, she shouldn't be in this situation. Watching her kind of like pull it apart, pull the yarn out. Maybe it's probably kind of satisfying for the viewer who's like stayed with her career at this point in the 90s. That's probably fun.
Because Julia here is in her early 30s. So, and she's almost 10 years into her career at this point. Like, Mystic Pizza coming out in 88, and of course, most people catching on to her in 90, and of course, we've talked about this many times, but the experimental period after, the big success of Pretty Woman and Sleeping with the Enemy, she goes through all these, she tries a bunch of different things, and some of them work and some of them really don't. And so she's coming back to kind of like what could be seen as more safe territory for her, but it is still a meta statement of like, yes, but we're not doing 20-year-old Julia anymore. Yes, I'm coming back to like romantic stories. I'm going to do a lot of those in the next few years, but we're not doing the same thing. I am not trying to recapture the ingenue thing anymore. There's a new level to what I'm doing. And of course, Julia Roberts has been a public figure for many years at this point. She's been married, not married, left somebody at the altar, and so the next few movies feel like a big commentary on that. Because this is 97, and then 99, she does Runaway Bride, which it comes out after she left Kiefer Sutherland at the altar. And then, of course, she does Notting Hill, where she plays a fucking Julia Roberts-style movie star.
People have asked me what my favorite sort of Julia movie is or era or whatever when I talk about this podcast. And for me, I'm like, it's this Notting Hill, My Best Friend's Wedding era, because it's meta, because it's like self-referential, because she's given roles that reflect things that have happened in her career on purpose, and her performance is like a response to that, and I love that. I love this chapter for that reason.
Yeah, when I talk about this show, people ask me, it happened at a holiday party when I was out in California, like, what is the best Julia Roberts movie or whatever? And I think like the best movie that Julia Roberts stars in is probably Erin Brockovich, but to me, like, what is the Julia Roberts, like a Julia Roberts movie, capital J, capital R, capital M, I always say Notting Hill. I think it's just kind of like, it's just the perfect synthesis of the whole thing. And it helps that she's playing a Julia Roberts type in that movie.
Yeah, I think it's like perfectly constructed for her. And then she's given a great counterpart in Hugh. And then I think this is a close second, this one, in terms of Julia being Julia. Yeah. But
it is an interesting movie to make, and for it to be like as massive and enduring a success as it has been. I mean, that's on her, frankly.
Yeah. I think like Dermot doesn't hit the same way Hugh does, and that might be the difference, but it's a close second. Because Julia's doing a lot of work in this movie. I mean, she's acting her little face off. Dermot, I think if she had any more chemistry with Dermot Mulroney, it might honestly throw the movie's balance out of whack. Sure.
If it was like a Julia and Richard Gere or, Hugh Grant or whatever, where it's like they have so much chemistry.
Yeah, it doesn't service the movie like to change anything, but it would make it of the Julias, you know? But of the
We
movie
have
itself,
to know that they don't belong together ultimately.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's in another suit.
Another suit watch. Is she wearing
I
the
like-
locket?
I like that Dermot doesn't know her gay best friend who has replaced him.
Yeah. I guess they don't live in the same place anymore, you know?
Yeah, no Instagram.
Yeah, they kind of they do look very similar, Dermot and Rupert Everett.
I think
You know,
that's
like
intentional.
similar
that's
build
intentional.
and hair and things like that.
Yeah, I think that's to be like, hey, he's the best I could do that's non-sexual. So
Yeah.
otherwise I would have ended up with him. But he's gay. So yeah, they gave him the same haircut.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, we haven't talked about it so far in this commentary, but we're looking at like one of the faces on Gay Best Friend Mount Rushmore. You know,
Yeah,
like
yep,
Rupert
yeah.
Everett, not the first, but one of the best.
He's my peak. He's like what I'm trying to be as a supporting gay best friend. He's what I'm trying to move towards at all times. After I saw this movie, I was like, welcome to my North Star. Thank you.
This is how
Thank
I'm
you for
trying to
being
be.
this. This is how I'm trying to move, and I'm trying to live like that. I'm trying to be a cutaway where I'm having a little dinner with my gay art friends, and my
Yeah.
best friend calls and is like, meet me. That's the
I
life I
gotta
want to
do the
live.
plot now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for a while, I was doing that.
Wow.
that. But my Julia Roberts, our own listener, Emily Louch, she decided to do an Eat, Pray, Love this year in terms of
Ooh.
Julia. And that did leave her very hard to reach. So I kind of
Yeah.
had a really long montage by myself. She's currently getting over some harrowing illness in Thailand with her Turkish lover that she met in part 1 of her Eat, Pray, Love.
That is very.
last
I
year.
mean, that is you were describing what could be a scene for Be Pray Love.
Exactly. Expect nothing less.
No,
my-
absolutely. Of the legend Emily Louch.
Emily Louch is our guest, one of our beloved guests of last year's retrospective of My Best Friend's Wedding.
Absolutely.
So if you want to listen to last year's, which was not a commentary, it was just a conversation, that is where she's featured, and you'll hear her talk about how she's the Julie of my life. And she really leaned into it this year. She took the assignment and she went, yep.
on it. On a plane. See ya.
Truly on a plane. Japan, Turkey, Thailand.
Goodness.
Oh my god. Their chemistry.
I know. It's really.
This
it's really
would
good.
also still really work as a lesbian piece because it's a gay guy. And it
yeah.
would piss you off more if your like ex was like, "Oh, I'm trying to buy thing now." You'd be like, "What? You were always a lesbian." It's like, "No, I'm trying this buy thing.
I'm thinking about some stuff
I'm with this man."
with this man. So my best friend's wedding too. If they ever mount that project, it has to be Rupert Everett's wedding, right?
Yeah.
Right. It has to have like a completely different plot, right? We're just catching up with these characters, but it should be his wedding. He is the best friend.
Oh, like older lesbians. Or we're talking about different things. I'm saying I want a lesbian in my best friend's wedding. You're saying there should be a sequel, and these are different things.
Well, they were talking about it. They were recently the core 4 of this movie were like, yeah, we've talked about it. You know, we've thrown some ideas out there.
That'd be fun.
And that's what I was saying. Like the sequel would be about Rupert Everett's wedding,
Got it.
but she's not trying to like steal his husband or anything like that. It has a different premise. What that premise is, I'll give it to you if somebody pays me to write it. You know what I mean? If someone wants to pay me to knock out a script, I'll do it. Until then, you get nothing out of me.
Every party member of Cameron Diaz's side, everything that the girls are wearing are straight off the runway from that spring season. So none of it had walked yet. It was all kind of.
Oh wow,
Yeah, they filmed it before they got an advance of every.
that's
every piece.
wild.
Yeah.
The hottest fashion trends.
I think it was. I don't know if it was Gucci or Pucci, but it was one of those.
Yeah.
Pucci was big at the time. Hallie could tell you more.
Oh,
Our other
100%.
guest,
And
Hallie.
that's why we had to have Hallie on that episode. Oh, here it comes. Bury the Cudas, the famous Bury the Cudas scene.
Ugh.
This feels like such a Disneyland ass restaurant. Not to
Totally.
be the guy who goes to Disneyland once, but like the fact
would
that
love to
like the
hear
whole staff is in like specific costumes.
Yeah,
that
I
was
would
one of
love-
my favorite things at Disneyland was like when you'd go to like Haunted Mansion or whatever, and like everyone who was working the line was in like, you know, Victorian ghost look.
Totally. I would love to hear what your first impression of Disneyland was like and what stuck with you.
Honestly, I had a magical I had a great day. It was so
Disney adult
fun to
converted.
I guess so. I ate that shit up. It was a fantastic day. It was great weather, and we went like early and on a day where there weren't any crowds. And we could do it early because like we were on New York time, so like we were leaving at like 9 a.m. But for y'all, it was 6 a.m. Yeah, it was amazing. Rode almost everything. There's like a couple of things that we didn't do just because of like time. I didn't ride like Indiana Jones, and there was like one other significant thing I felt like I missed. But other than that, I mean, truly got to do everything. Was never waited more than 30 minutes. The food at Disneyland is like amazing.
Really?
I've never. Yeah, my idea of theme park food was like Six Flags, like you're eating a pretzel or something, or like a turkey leg. They have like delicious sit-down meals at this fucking place. It really, because they want you to stay all day. They want you to like spend your money and stay all day. So yeah, they're gonna like put like good food out there. You know, we ate at Tiana's Bayou restaurant. It was delicious.
Cute. Oh, I love that. And that's controversially, is that what replaced Splash Mountain? Was the
Splash Mountain it became a Princess Tiana's Luge or whatever, like something like that. That was super fun. You know, there's a lot of cool like animatronics and cool visual tricks. I like seeing, because there are rides where it looks like they haven't updated anything technically since they built it in like the 90s, and there's stuff that's like incredibly like of the second state of the art like theme park technology. So seeing all those things existing next to each other was really cool. We were also there for Christmas, so like the Haunted Mansion was redone as Nightmare Before Christmas. It's Small World was like converted into Christmas style, and that's cool. As a Christmas lover myself, that was fun.
Yeah, that's a great time to go if you do love Christmas. That's like a good. I think I went for Halloween when I was a girl.
Oh, I bet that's
a long
good.
time ago. Yeah, I wish I had done more though. I also dated someone whose dad was like a percussionist for lots of movie scores, and he had done the It's a Small World of the time, and I really didn't want to go. I really didn't want to go through that animatronic, but we did.
It's a small world.
Yeah. Okay, if you're gonna watch My Best Friend's Wedding, you're gonna go to minute 48.
It's
and
happening.
You're gonna watch the Say a Little Prayer scene. If not, you're gonna go to YouTube and you're gonna watch it, because if you're not watching with us, you're gonna watch this scene.
Absolutely.
Dress to wear now. I say a little prayer for you.
That guy looks like Billy Bob Thornton.
I'll say in my heart and I will love you. It's a cappella, by the way. Let's never part of how I love you together. That's how it must be to
God,
live
it's
without you.
it's
Only my
every
heartbreak for me.
theater kid at Denny's like
after
fantasy.
party.
Yeah, at the Denny's after party, they're singing the songs for the show, and everyone at Denny's is loving it. Someone sits down at the piano to accompany you.
Barry the Cuda just hopped on the piano to accompany. It was great.
Yup, it was great.
Take time, and all through my coffee break time, I say a little prayer for you. Forever and ever, you'll stay in my heart, and I will love you forever and ever. Whenever we're part of how I love. Now imagine there's a whole chorus behind me.
Everybody knows this song. Everyone in the fucking restaurant. They know this song, even though the movie My Best Friend's Wedding hasn't come out yet. Which is how I feel most people today would know that song.
Or from Glee when Quinn sings it.
That's true. Very early on.
Too.
It's the Cheerio trio, I believe, on Glee.
To my prayer. That's why I do think these girls were the girls at the beginning. These two. And then there's a third girl that's missing. But I think those two were the
Maud
opener
Apatow's
girls.
aunt
Yeah.
fell in a hole.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what happened to her. She
I
is the one that
don't.
I think is
it's
missing.
just different ladies. I'm gonna be so straight up with you.
Will you look it up?
Yeah, sure.
I might have looked it up last time.
I'm on the IMDb.
Another great sunglasses from Julie Roberts.
Oh,
Whoever
yeah.
was styling her, I don't know if they were looking at face shapes at the time, but they knew how to place a sunglass.
Wardrobe department went off.
They really did. They really did. I want to make a whole mood board about the fashion in this.
Mm-hmm. I knew. Okay. So, they're different people.
Okay.
Because one of them, and I knew she fucking looked familiar and I couldn't place it. One of them is actor Carrie Preston, who was on like The Good Wife, currently has her own spinoff. Elsbeth was in The Holdovers. Like,
Okay.
she is like still hanging out, still here today. That's Carrie Preston. But yes, they're different. There's
One of
a
those
different
sisters?
trio. There's 4 people who are credited as title sequence performer.
Yeah. Okay. Totally. Sorry all white people look the same to me.
Innocent.
But whatever I say is canon until proven otherwise in this commentary.
Yeah. Kalia Sheeran is one of them. Seems to be a professional singer and dancer. All of their credits are almost always dancer, go-go dancer,
Go, go.
go-go. And then one, of course, is the aforementioned Bree Turner.
Just a couple of fuckboys trying to out-fuckboy each other.
It looks like that they're at the UN. The building over
Yeah.
his shoulder looks exactly like the
Yeah.
UN building.
It's probably one of those
Where are they at the airport?
one of those like Radisson, like there's one in St. Louis. You might remember.
Oh, like
what
a
I'm talking
Sheraton hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
about. I watched Up in the Air recently,
Wow.
and there's a lot of St. Louis airport references.
Of course. I mean, it was filmed in Lambert St. Louis International Airport because it wasn't busy, so you could just shoot there.
I think it was also post Joplin, and there was like a big tornado that had happened recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember there was a tornado that flattened the airport once in St. Louis. Just Missouri things.
Missouri things. Tornado Alley, the only place on Earth where tornadoes exist. Isn't
Pretty
that
big
crazy?
alley. Pretty big alley.
It's a big alley for sure. You can park a lot of garbage cans in that alley for sure.
Spanning several states. Crazy
Yeah.
to call it an alley. And yet, we all pretend like there's alleys in New York. What's that about?
What's that about? Yeah, if you write an alley scene in New York, it's like, well, you're going to one of 2 places in the city. There's like one in Chinatown-ish, I think, and there's another one.
Just pre-wedding behavior.
Normal. Just going on the riverboat tour. Can you go on the riverboat tour when it's green? Probably.
I think probably. It's probably a hot time for that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's when you want to be out there.
You ever say that hot affair that we'll have twice a year as a joke, but you mean it?
Haha, but, JK, but...
JK, unless.
Unless...
He's got some bushy eyebrows. Not quite the Sandy Cohen, but...
No, nowhere near... No, not approaching the Sandy Cohen, but they're prominent. They're prominent.
I'm really grateful for your girlfriend for a number of reasons, obviously. One of them is it has
All right,
sort of...
Me too, actually.
One of them is that she's really kind of like bridged some content gaps of stuff that you are watching that you wouldn't otherwise watch.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like
Sex
you
and
would
the
have
City.
like the OC by yourself. There's some TV shows. Any TV show, I'm like, if it wasn't for her, I don't know if TV's Kevin Lanigan would even be watching this.
It's honestly true. TV shows are not my forte. She was watching Heated Rivalry when I came in the other day.
Exactly. So, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, TV. Thank you for dating that wonderful woman.
You're welcome. Happy to do it. Happy to be a service.
So they were
I'm
probably
making
in this
go ahead.
moment. They were probably about to kiss under the bridge, but they didn't. By the way.
The Dave Matthews Band bridge. They were going to get the poopy dumped on them.
Oh, yeah.
A joke I made last year.
Yeah.
Rude of Dave Matthews.
More song. Okay. Really weird behavior, by the way. Dermot Mulroney is
Really unhinged behavior.
is just singing a cappella. This would give me the
The way you look tonight.
Else.
Oh yeah. This is like I wrote a
Unironic.
song for you.
Yeah, unironic. This would give me the ick so much. And you know how I love to break into song.
Absolutely.
But if this
Is
was if this was like trying to initiate no. Absolutely not. Now they're dancing. Maybe this got around IP law because they weren't playing the needle drop. If they
No,
just
it's
sang
still
the
you're still
songs.
using the lyrics. It might be less,
now-
but you are still paying.
Well, now in today's law, but I don't know about.
No, they still paid for all these songs. I don't know if they were cheaper
It's
back
just
then, but
less.
they paid for all these songs.
Oh,
yeah.
she's crying. Her performance is saving this really uncomfortable moment for me. Oh, there's
Yeah,
people
yeah, yeah.
everywhere. There's people everywhere. What a
There's 400 people
so
on
funny.
this boat.
That is
This
hilarious.
boat is going to
by the way.
sink because of how many
They were
people are
shooting.
on it.
They were shooting it this whole time as if they were in.
They were
some sort of, like
alone.
gondola, and then
Nope.
we just pulled out and we just saw all of these children and
It's
families.
so funny to imagine doing this on like the Staten Island ferry or something.
It's so
right?
funny. I went on a Staten Island ferry date. I think I told you about this.
It's nice. You sit on the boat. You
Well,
feel the
this
wind.
This was crazy behavior for me as usual, but I had a crush on someone and they were like a pro athlete. So I was like, sure, I can keep up with you. I can bike. We biked
Race
like,
you.
We biked like 3 boroughs and then we got on the Staten Island ferry and then we biked in Staten Island and I was like, I am going to throw up and pass out and I can't show it. It didn't work
I think
out,
you
but-
could. I think you could show it. I think you could have been honest.
I was honest once it was over. I was like, hey, I did that because I liked you. But I do feel like I'm dying. And I do think it extended my stay with that person. I think it would have ended sooner had I not tried that date. And for that, I am grateful. Oh, this was an early George W. Bush campaign. So this is actually, she's breaking into the George W. Bush campaign. That's where that's where Cameron Diaz's character works, is campaigning for George W. Bush, running for various offices. At this point,
Is
he
that
hasn't
true?
run for president. Everything that I say is true.
It keeps sounding so unbelievable.
Well, if you saw when she opened the desktop, there was a W, and that's the same W that they used for all promotional work for the W campaign. I know because
That's
my mom worked
fucking
for both
wild.
W campaigns. Yeah, it's not because it was a Word document or because the company is called Walter Wallace, but it's because Cameron Diaz's character was working for George W. Bush.
For the dubba.
For W.
Mr. Dubba.
Yeah. So George
Is
W.
that guy
Bush
gonna
kind of
die, huh?
when's W gonna die?
Yeah.
I could
He's not
tell
young.
you. I could tell you off pod when I get
Oh.
that info, but
Oh, thank you.
yeah, I'll add you.
And
to
then
my
our
list.
show can be the one to break the news, like when The Rock told everyone that Osama was gonna be killed.
That's so funny. I found out about HW dying through Apple News because I was too far down
The
the
family
phone
group
list.
chat did not. Yeah, the phone tree had not gotten to you yet.
Yeah, exactly. Like my parents were still on the calls with the relatives by
Wow.
the time Apple News dropped, you know. That was interesting. I was leaving a date. I was proud of myself. I was like, I'm not staying over with this person that I'm not attracted to. So I was like in an Uber from a
Nice.
date, and then I got the text, and I was like, I'm so glad that I wasn't still on this date, because then I would have to explain to this person my family in a setting that I did not want to explain. And the morning before, I had slept with somebody else, and I had just disclosed. I had just done the Bush reveal and the hypothetical of what happens if he dies. Crazy times. Anyway,
Bush reveal.
yeah, we have like one more left of one of those big moments, and it will be W. I hate email scenes. I hate email scenes where you're not supposed to send an email and then you send an email. Whew, it stresses me out, makes me sweat.
Email complications, deciding not to send an email, but it gets sent anyway through a series of contrivances.
Yep. And
You
then
gotta
trying to
delete. You gotta delete the drafts.
and then trying to intercept it. Yeah.
Gotta keep that drafts folder empty.
Just
you never know.
In recovery, they call it withhold of pen and tongue.
Whoa.
Just like, hold that back, put it somewhere else.
Withhold of pen and tongue.
Uh-oh. Are we gonna lick a ring off? Are we gonna suck a ring off a finger? Oh, and by the way, send the emails that I wrote that I didn't send for some reason. A scenario that happens all the time.
Please just send my whole drafts folder.
So this scene was actually filmed in New York, because of
You can tell
Julia's
they're walking
writer.
here.
Julia's writer was that she had to see a production of Chicago at least once a month, to get into the headspace of filming in Chicago, which I know sounds kind of backwards, but
It does
this
sound backwards,
scene,
but everything you say is true.
but this scene was filmed in New York because she needed to meet her quota of one production of Chicago the musical in New York per month.
Wow, were they really like cycling through Roxy's at this point, and that's why
They're
she felt it
always.
was like new?
She just likes to see how it's like done. She likes to see how each person brings their own flair. I think in a previous life, she probably would have wanted to play Roxy or maybe even Velma. I think she was probably most attached to Velma, but felt like it was out of her typecast. And so it's just something that she could appreciate.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Audio listeners might have heard a few little squeaks while JessiKat was talking. That's because this dog is barking in their sleep.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it's so cute when she does that. Who's she
My
talking
cat.
to?
My cat has a little nasal thing happening right now, so he has like a funny grunty snore. It's like sort of a grunty breathe. It's very funny. It sounds very grumpy. Like a pug.
Aw. Fascinating wallpaper.
Fascinating photo. Oh, and I love how everything clashes.
Yeah.
Let's not tie a
Whoa.
single thing together.
No, absolutely not. Everything must be in Discord.
Much like the scene.
Much like this recording of this podcast. It must be in Discord.
Thanks to Craig.
Thank you, Craig.
Praise be Craig.
Producer Craig. Recording the show for us. So there's so many flowers and shit all over the walls, and also Julia's shirt is flowers.
But it's like a muted flower. It's like a muted
Yeah.
beige flower. That is the one thing about this movie is I do think it was smart to have them all be kind of in muted tones, just so nothing pops that doesn't need to pop or be distracting.
Yeah.
But
Diaz
I do
wears
love
a
the
lot
fashion.
of bright colors.
Yeah. Diaz is very, floral lily Pulitzer preppy. But everyone else is sort of in this beige scheme. And I think Julia's fits are fantastic, but sometimes the surrounding design or the people around her are also pretty beige.
No, it is. It is very. Yeah. It's a little.
Another suit, another sexy suit. I need to get some suits.
Time
I need
for
to
you
get some
suits.
baggy casual suits to just
Get
walk
some.
about.
Yeah, get some going out pinstripe suits.
If I end up going into law, big on suits.
Absolutely. Here
They love a suit.
comes Paul Giamatti. Here.
Oh, I
comes
forgot.
Paul Giamatti.
Oh god, I love this man.
Oh, there's 2 holdovers cast members in this movie.
Wow, maybe this is where they met.
Where's Divine Joy Randolph?
I say this every year, but my dad was his RA in college, and he had an emo face.
That's so beautiful.
Imagine him with guy liner
I would love to do that.
and like a swoopy dark haircut.
Oh,
Imagine him like dyeing his hair pitch black,
I think I'm beauty.
but the same hairline.
I know he's a big Star Trek fan. I know that about Paul Giamatti.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, right. He
Not
loves
to infantilize Paul
he loves
Giamatti.
Star Trek. Yeah, the middle-aged man. They should
I remember-
kiss.
We've said this I think both years.
I continue to say it, and I will not stop saying it.
He's really locked in. He knew, he's like, this is my one moment with Julia. And
It's
I'm
probably the biggest movie he'd been in up until that point, opening up the IMDb. IMDb.
He's
Man,
like,
my man works. He does a lot of movies.
He's like, of course I'll smoke your cigarette. I'll let you step on my face, Julia Roberts.
Absolutely. Yeah, he had been
wow.
like only tiny parts in like not especially big movies up to that point. You know, he's a lot of like guy in the van in spy movie or whatever. This is, you know, his character doesn't have a name. His character is Bellman, but he has like a real scene with one of the
my
biggest
God.
movie stars on the planet. He's locked the fuck in.
And it's an emotional beat. It's not like played for laughs. I mean, wow.
But we're pretty close to like Giamatti kind of push it. You know, the year after this, he's in The Truman Show and Saving
Probably 'cause
Private
of this.
Ryan.
I feel like this
and they're
helped.
and they're not like, you know, those aren't huge parts in either of those movies. But like, he's starting to pop. People are noticing Paul.
How do you think that audition scene went for that moment just then? Because that is a big moment.
I think it went exactly what you saw.
Damn.
I think it went exactly as you pictured
And that's
it
the
there.
Yale School of Drama, ladies and gentlemen. And theys,
Ladies and gentlemen.
and theys and thems.
He's kind of off to the races after this, and he's never stopped, really.
Yeah.
Here
I'm gonna
comes
look in-
the insane thing.
So, can you remind me what the email said?
It was like, please fire my son-in-law or something. It was like forward, you know, please, I'm a rich prince. I just need you to send me a little money so I can fly on a plane and get my fortune, and then it will all be yours.
Yeah, okay, cool.
It was something like that. I do think, you know, we're fans of this movie, but this section is kind of sagging. Like the email section, it just kind of feels like maybe like one too many.
And that's why they
elements.
That's why they had to throw Paul in there. They said, "Paul, save us!" Ah, he's sucking his own engagement ring off her fingy.
It either really works for you or it really doesn't.
Insane moment.
Insane moment. But unforgettable in its way. Like the egg kiss in Tampopo.
Do you think he's Is that the moment, do you think, for him that he's like, never mind, I can't have an affair?
I think that would give me some pause. Yeah. If I saw that they had like put on the wedding ring
But he
And,
just
like,
sucked it off. I think it's more that he sucked it off and then was like, actually, physical contact feels not right.
He had kind of a moment of clarity. He had kind of
Yeah.
a like that was his rock bottom.
Yeah. No,
He's
totally.
like, whoa.
That's actually a good comparison. Yeah.
Whoa.
It's like waking up, the addict saying of like, yeah, I'm allergic to handcuffs. Every time I drink it, I break out in handcuffs. Sorry, allergic to alcohol. Did I say that? Never mind.
I got there.
Delete everything. Delete everything. That was just
Deleting the podcast, starting over. This is Run the Julias, the only podcast brave enough to cover every single cinematic work of America's sweetheart, Julia Roberts. I am one of your hosts, TV's Kevin Lanigan.
And now we are going to do the first hour and 11 minutes of this podcast. In
Roll it
rapid
back. Roll it back. Oh, Phoebe, are you comfy? You look comfy.
Okay, now that we are at the, I don't know, denouement, because I guess the climax or the conflict has happened.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go use the restroom. You vamp.
Yeah, this is the end of the movie for sure.
No,
yeah,
it's
we're
not the
wrapping it
end.
up here. Well, that's what
not the end.
the denouement is the very end.
I always get confused by... No, wait. Never mind. This is just the introduction of a conflict.
Yeah. I mean, we're ramping up toward the third end, but yeah, go piss. Them.
This is... Look at... She has two sunglasses on. See this?
Okay,
Just
hold
one on her head and one on her eyes.
Cut back!
And then in this scene...
Oh my god, she does. What
in this scene,
one of them is
sunglasses
just a hair
change-
accessory.
They change constantly throughout the
Okay,
scene. Where they are and what they're doing.
I'll stay up on it.
I'll stay
up on
to
it.
clock this. I'll stay
Thank
to clock
you,
this,
thank you.
and then I'll go you to the restroom.
Clocky
Okay, so
tea boots.
There's one on her head and one that. She's
Yeah, one of
wearing.
them is basically acting as a headband.
Yep.
And I am sometimes a sunglasses headband guy, but it has to be the right pair of sunglasses because otherwise
Me
it can
too.
get really tangled.
Me too. The reasoning is fine, and then now there's just one on her head.
Maybe she's holding it.
The ones that were on her head are now gone. The ones that were on her face are on her head.
now up. Mm-hmm. This is wild. Her hair is off the fucking chain right now.
It's so hot.
Yeah, I'd make her a tuna fish sandwich. I'd take her out for a nice Italian meal.
Sure. The two options when wooing a woman.
Yeah.
You gotta make him a tuna fish sandwich, or you gotta take him to an Italian meal, or it doesn't count.
When it comes to wooing women, there's a few things that I lack. Beautiful
Okay,
girls
now
wearing nothing
there's
but
sunglasses.
pearls.
There's sunglasses back on her face, none on her head.
None on her
these are-
head. She
and by
also
the way-
showed up to
by the way,
this in an
these are
event
different.
in a
By the
crop
way,
top.
By the way, these are different sunglasses.
These are different
than what we just saw.
sunglasses.
Yeah, and then now there's some on her cleavage. So the
Yeah.
ones that she was wearing are now on her cleavage.
Yeah, this is like the joke in The Naked Gun where everyone's just always handing them coffee cups. All right, she's taking them off.
But there's still some in her cleavage, which are the
But
ones
there's
she
some
was
in the
wearing in
cleavage
previous
and then
moment.
another in her hair. Now there's none in her hair.
But one in her cleavage and one in her hands.
A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
I wonder how this whole conversation went about the sunglasses.
Oh, the second AD was sick that day.
And the script supervisor.
The script supervisor out to lunch.
How do you think she feels about the sunglasses and all of this?
If we ask when Julia finally shows up for the pod and we ask her like, "Hey, what happened?"
That's my first question for her.
So, did someone get fired for that?
We've been doing this podcast for years. You're the biggest star of actress of all time. What was going on with the sunglasses?
What was going on with
in My best friend's
sunglasses?
wedding.
So what was the deal with you doing an Irish accent in 2 movies in the same year? What was going on there?
And neither of them made sense.
No. You didn't have to do that.
Okay, I think I gave enough glassography
I could be
for you
chill.
all, and now I'm going to use the restroom. You vamp. I'm
Okay.
excited to listen back later.
I'll be
and hear what
jello.
you did during this.
Thank you
moment.
so much. Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh. Jokes on JessiKat. I'm just gonna check my email for a little bit, take a little time off. Been talking for like an hour and a half straight. You know, I'm tired. See, here is a scene where a young woman, a very young woman, is expressing that she feels like she's leaving her whole life behind and perhaps making a very rash decision at a very young age that will have lifelong consequences. Here's the scene set at the balloon farm from the movie Balloon Farm. Everyone remembers the TV movie Balloon Farm. Anyway, at the end of the movie, we're supposed to cheer when that woman decides to get married anyway. The movie should end. The movie should end with the marriage not happening, but not really having anything to do with Jules, with Julia Roberts' character. It should end of its own accord, and they don't end up together, you know, because they realize it wasn't a good fit. Is this... this has to be one of the better scenes set on a tennis court. Obviously, there were many good ones in Challengers, so that's a huge portion of the list. Set on a tennis court. Oh, there's that Michelob Ultra commercial I keep being served where Catherine O'Hara and Willem Dafoe, two people I always associate with each other, are at a tennis club, and two people order a Michelob Ultra, and Catherine O'Hara says, "Play you for those ultras," and then they play a tennis game to try and win 2 glasses of Michelob Ultra. I just have to imagine, I like to think that Catherine O'Hara and Willem Dafoe have been successful enough in their careers that they can buy 2 beers. They don't need to win the beers. They can just purchase the beers. Here's a 3-part harmony again in this movie. You know, it had been too long since we had a musical number, so they needed to splice one in.
I love that it was the pubescent boys too that were doing
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
We need more pubescent boys doing acapella
Period.
and barbershop. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great time to do a bit of singing that requires such vocal precision when your own voice is so constantly in flux.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's so excited that Cameron Diaz is such a team player in this movie.
Absolutely. Okay, so these are round sunglasses.
These are round ones, yeah.
There was also a deer in the previous shot.
Yep.
It goes unacknowledged. It obviously ran away as they approached, but that was just a full ass deer.
Yeah.
Say it.
He knows what's up. Why are you playing dumb?
How could he not? There's been so many events leading up to this moment.
And he's initiated so many moments.
Yes. He is a vile man of ill character.
Why is he acting so... He's more doing that thing
What?
that some guys do where they're like, I can't believe you're saying this to me right now, right? Like, even though they
I'm
fully
so
know, but they're just like,
busy.
They're like, I can't believe you would do this. You would
You're
completely
acting
blow everything up.
crazy.
Yeah.
Are you on your period right now?
Crazy.
Bro, not at the gazebo nearby the party where all the people are, dude. Dummy. This is why I only kiss in private.
And she saw it. And
I only
she
kiss
running.
behind a minimum of 2 closed doors. Because then you could hear someone coming through one of the doors.
Oh, and now this corny music to cue us that now it's sort of slapstick. Now it's silly
wacky.
Again. It's a wacky affair. Because with a
This
different
is
soundtrack-
They should have called this movie A Wacky Affair. That's what it would have been called if they made this movie in like 1935, when you could call the movie like Vivacious Lady.
Wolfman and Vivacious Lady.
The Scrammin' Dame, you know?
Oh no, that man fell.
Oh, that's right. She steals a truck. There's no horse, but she does steal a truck. Now she's trying any car, any vehicle. She is committing Grand Theft Auto no matter what.
Because she's hot.
Yeah, you'd let her steal your car. You wouldn't download it.
Yeah, you wouldn't steal it. Downloading pirated film is yes.
Harry Shearer, Mr. Burns.
She moaned. See, this is so me behavior. This is where you can be finding me. You can be finding me at a reading. You can be finding me at a dinner of gay people.
He's always at events, you know. George is
because he's cultured. He's a cultured
George
single gay man.
Mulrooney. Yeah,
and that's me as well. I'm either at home,
yeah, it's true.
or I'm at these places doing these things.
Absolutely, you're always at a cultural center somewhere, but you're like taking a call in like an open mic or something.
Yeah, I do answer calls.
Oh, sorry.
Even though when I'm at an open mic, it is only 5 minutes of the full 15-hour day, but. Nevertheless, yes, I be taking calls.
That's when you be taking the calls? It cannot wait.
What I was saying is in a different soundtrack, that moment would have been much more dramatic. Like if they had done sort of a dramatic flair, but instead they were like, let's go for campy, like, oh no, she's running away. But like the emotional beat of it was definitely more like big, sweeping Hans Zimmer score. And so it's funny that they're like, we're just going to use music to let you know how you're supposed to feel, even though the obvious is not this corny music.
Yeah. She took that call and then just like threw the cell phone on the dash of this stolen bread truck.
Yeah. Cell phones are expendable in this time.
Yeah, it wasn't really much use to you. Once you called your gay bestie, it's like, might as well throw this in the trash.
All aboard.
Damn. He got on a train or something. You know, honestly, I don't remember what this is all about. What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
He's not on a train.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Burt Bacharach. Remember Austin Powers?
Yeah. He's so pissed. He hates that you love him, even though he fucking knew.
This is the same year as Austin Powers 1. Huge year for Burt Bacharach, who appears in Austin Powers as himself. Can you explain what's going on with the extra behind them? Does he have headphones in his ears?
I think that's like a connecting wire that goes through the back. You know, like I think it's like a glasses.
It's a glasses situation. He's wearing a glasses situation.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like a chain.
The thing that keeps the glasses. It's like yeah. But like the elastic glasses chain.
I think that's what's happening with the earplugs.
Yeah. You know, you might rock a glasses chain.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
I simply do not need glasses.
I'm the bad guy.
Are you gonna watch the Billie Eilish concert documentary co-directed by James Cameron?
He's gaslighting her. He's like, "Are you crazy? You're crazy."
Yo, are you crazy?
James Cameron's directing that? That's crazy.
Yeah, he's directing the Billie Eilish concert documentary that's coming out in a couple months.
Is anyone gonna be blue?
Duh. I'm the blue guy. 'Cause I'm a Navi. Make you really sorry.
I like that. Have you seen the new one?
Yeah. Oh, that was a real, I need a break from all the San Diego activities. I am taking a 25-minute walk to the nearest Regal Cinema.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting down with my friends on Pandora. My friends Jake Sully, Neytiri, Miles Quaritch, Spider,
I'm
Kiri,
Ponscum. Lower.
Varang.
Fungus that feeds on Ponscum.
Okay, is like a fetish thing for him.
This ew, yeah, this is.
He's about to spit on her.
He's so annoying for this.
Yeah, again, if he was any more likable, it'd be really tough.
Because he also was shitty like this with Cameron Diaz when she was like, okay, I'll just adjust all of my expectations forever.
Yeah. No, as much as I like the kind of Paul Giamatti and have very mixed feelings about like the ring suck, this is a tough part of the movie, I think.
Yeah.
This is the part of the movie that if you were watching it on cable, like you probably would have like gone to go do something else.
Yeah. I made you a watercolor inspired by this moment.
You did, and I loved it.
The pond scum.
The pond scum. Lower than low. Wow, imagine a train station with seats in it. Couldn't be Penn Station. We hate homeless people more than we like sitting down.
That's the Metropolis stance.
It's a bummer. But New York is going to get that universal childcare, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, a good thing can happen. Like on his first day in office, like Zoran Mamdani fixed a bump in a bike lane that has bothered me for the last like 4 years. So,
That's awesome.
He already got my vote, but he's double getting it. How many times can you be mayor?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Fair enough.
But in the canon of this movie, 12.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, you only know it through the lens of this movie. How many times can you be mayor?
12 times.
2 consecutive 4-year terms.
12 total.
Oh, but you can run again after 4 years. So you can be it for 2 terms, take some time off, and then run again.
Mm-hmm.
So Rudy Giuliani, he could get it again if he really wanted. Rudy, come back. We miss you, baby.
She's suddenly like, yeah, I'm going to win your person back. She's cool like that. She's a cool girl. He is a gaslight king, and she is a cool girl.
And who's the gatekeep girl boss?
Is this actress the one you were talking about? Because I have seen her a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
She is in The Holdovers and has a show called Elsbeth.
Yeah, I've seen her quite a bit.
Yeah. No, her hair is different now, so she, might as well be a different person to me, but...
Sure.
This is probably a wig,
Yeah, it's wig-like.
It's wig life. Boots.
Don't forget to shave now.
Oh, I forgot.
Obsessed. Incredible.
I forgot
geek.
that she Christmas storied herself to the ice stick.
They made a whole ass ice sculpture for that moment, or something similar to an ice sculpture for that moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess, if it's a movie prop outside, it was probably like gel or plastic or something.
Yeah, which means somebody
like
thought
how
about
ice
it.
cream is mashed potatoes.
Mm-hmm. That's disgusting.
It's gross.
Oh, I forgot. Everyone gets involved.
Yeah, I mean, you're not really at a baseball game unless there is a lesbian dispute in the bathroom.
I think it would be really empowering to start whenever men are fighting to yell "cat fight." I think that
dog
could
fight.
be a fun. I think that could be a fun bit for me. Cat fight. Cat fight is gender neutral.
Oh.
Oh. for the hair.
Big-haired food critic.
Yeah, big hair is not waspy enough.
Yeah. In the musical, this should be like a rap battle or something.
She doesn't bring up her job once through all of this, and she has not even thought about her job once throughout this whole movie.
Yeah, what is
Since the beginning.
so much food is going unreviewed during these events.
I just like, what is her? Is the whole week a vacation? Like,
Yeah.
what is going on?
How can you be a full-time food critic? There aren't that many new restaurants, surely.
This was a poppin' time for Chicago's food scene, though.
I guess so. But she's from New York, greatest city in the world, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could be reviewing the hot dog restaurant where they're really mean to you. Portillo's?
Portobello.
She could be reviewing a single portobello mushroom. What do food critics do all day? Come on, that's not a real job.
Montebello. Limoncello.
Mortadella.
Fortunacello.
Taratella.
More singing.
Yeah, this is church style.
Punchable face in this moment. Roll punchable face. It's interesting that a lot of the iconography for this movie is the bridesmaid dress, but it is sort of a spoiler to have her in the bridesmaid dress.
Yeah, you're so right. Yeah, that's a very iconic posterific dress. I guess, it is proper for, like, it gets across the premise of the movie, because, like, that's not a dress you wear in any other context.
Yeah. I do think it's funny. They also kind of, it seems deliberate here, much like the styling, that she's like, I'm going to have it be the most, like, revealing option for the wedding,
Yeah.
Like, full shoulder showing,
Yeah,
like, cleavage,
the bridesmaid's
sparkly.
dress is going to be cleavy.
Yeah. I want all my bridesmaids to be as slutty as they want for my wedding.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I'm a big fan of, like, pick a color and let everyone, like, kind of do their own thing with it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pick a motif.
As is so common, men's fashion is so boring. Men, when you're a groomsman or whatever, it's like, oh, okay,
Suit.
go rent the suit. It's going to have this color tie. And you're like,
Yeah. It is
Boring.
hard to get past how boring men's fashion is.
so boring. Any men who care about fashion, I just think you simply must be the most boring man alive.
Happiness. Sing a song. Sing a song.
Sing a fucking song.
do a barbershop quartet.
Do a flip. No, her name's Julia Roberts.
I don't really like these sort of like armpit Kleenex things.
Yeah, they do look like flowers growing out of her armpits.
Yeah, it looks like napkins she stuffed under there to stop sweating.
Yeah, she's got some gunk in there.
That's my one note. It's like, what is going on with that?
I don't know. Otherwise, very tasteful dress. I just feel bad for Kimmy that she doesn't have, close female friends.
Yeah. Yeah, especially for college. Like, this would be the era that she has a million. Maybe her
Right.
sorority sisters didn't approve of her dropping everything to get married, and for that, I could see that is sort of 20-year-old behavior to be like,
Yeah,
"You
that's
don't
very,
approve."
You're out of the club, out of sight, out of mind. You're not our friend now that you're not in the sorority anymore.
Mm-hmm. Here it is. I can't believe they're letting her.
Do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like,
After the weekend
they
they just had.
they would have thrown her in a pit, I think.
And does everybody know? I think everybody knows, right? 'Cause
They must
were
have heard
running
some
across the
scuttlebutt.
wedding.
Yeah.
Some scuttlebutt.
Weddings are such a pool of gossip, And so if you're in one of the parties, you are privy to some real gossip.
Their dresses are crazy.
Yeah, it is nuts.
Why aren't either of them the maid of honor? Because they're kind of everywhere.
Well, you can't pick one, you know?
I guess, yeah.
They're kind of a package deal. I know they're cousins, but like it really seems like they explore each other's bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to say. Hate to be the one to break it to you.
God, it's so uncomfortable to be watching her watching them.
Yeah. Another suit. It's a suitful movie. Oh, these girls. They all want to get married.
Not Julia.
No. Well, maybe a little.
Okay, now what's this moment? What's
She's
going
married
on
to
here?
her work. She has to eat, foie gras. He's really
Is she trying
gone.
to okay,
That's what
yeah.
she's feeling. He's really gone now. Except that he's here. Dude,
What?
if after all this, like, your husband slipped away to, like, go give her a hug, I think you are, by rights, you can shoot him.
Yeah, I agree. And also because he's such a king, gaslight king. Just yeah. You can do better, Julia.
Yeah, come on.
This
I mean,
guy
everyone
sucks.
can. This guy stinks.
I hope she becomes your best friend and he's just sort of there.
Jesus.
Like, I hope you become besties with Cameron and you can just complain about him. And then when ultimately, oh, look at those trees getting blasted. How
Yeah,
are they not
absolutely.
on fire?
Forest fire, yeah.
That's crazy.
Chicago, this is the second Great Chicago Fire.
My favorite moment. Here I come.
It's coming. A reshoot ending.
Here I come.
I am Cinnamon.
People always be adding endings for Julia Roberts movies.
Oh, yeah, After the Hunt. Pervert. Hello, Sydney. Julianne, what's your favorite scary movie? My boyfriend
There it is.
plays football. He's big and strong. And he's going to beat you up. This is the year after Scream. It could have been a timely
Totally.
reference. Do you think Julia Roberts has seen Scream?
Yeah.
The first one, definitely. I don't know if she's seen, like, Scream
No,
3.
I don't think she's seen the other ones.
Scream was a big movie.
Radiant with charisma.
So are you.
I would die. Whispering gay.
Well, this is nice. It is nice. He came for his friend.
By God, they'll be dancing.
That'll be dancing. Yeah, famously, the original ending of this movie, she like met some guy at the wedding, and they were maybe gonna start dating or whatever. And test audiences were kind of demanding her head on a pike.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, I can understand it. Well, test audiences are also like a weird thing where it's like you're watching a movie specifically to give notes on what you think should be different about it. So you're just gonna like come up with something ultimately. I've only been a test audience one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was a test audience for the movie Jack Reacher. The unfinished cut of Jack Reacher I watched at that time was still the only time I've seen the movie Jack Reacher.
She's laughing so much. I wonder if they're doing bits or if she's just
Yeah, come on, you gotta be doing
laughing.
bits. Wow, I mean, you know, fade to black, roll credits. No big thing that says, like, my best friend's wedding. We are moving on.
Wow, what a picture.
What a picture. We've done it. That's the third time we done it.
We did it, Joe.
Paul G. Chef Charlie Trotter as himself.
There it is, my second cousin. R.I.P. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Happy Chinese New Year.
To you and yours.
To you and yours. Year of
Sorry
the horse.
about the delay on products manufactured in China
There's
that you
no
will soon be
delay.
experiencing.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't see a horse. If I missed it, let us know.
No,
in the
I didn't
comments.
see a horse. I wasn't doing very good on horse watch, but no, I
Me either.
don't think there was a horse.
Me either.
Amazing. Well, you know, another year of Run the Julias come and gone, and we have watched My Best Friend's Wedding once again.
times.
We've done it, but you know, it's you know, we recorded this, but I think we might have some episodes that have aired before this. That, you know, we were talking about
cheeky
doing
like
America's
that.
Sweethearts on Valentine's Day. And we're so hot on YouTube right now. We should probably just get something up in January. Could do a quickie Law and Order commentary or something like that. And maybe you've already heard those things, listeners.
Should we do a video for this one because you can't watch the movie? Are we adding video? What's the?
I have not recorded any of the video, so that'll be challenging. that'll be tough
mind.
to start now. But you know, yeah,
Look at my little kitties. You can't, viewers, listeners.
you can't, but I can.
They're so cute. I have two cats.
Those
One
little
is
kitties.
long and black, and one is small and a tortoise, and they
There's
are
Lil.
sleeping.
There's a little Phoebe, sleepy Phoebe.
Hell yeah.
There you go. Dog watch. Hell yeah. Well, filmed on location in Chicago, Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
Special thanks to the Illinois Film Office. The Chicago
Yeah.
Department of Aviation. Is that because they
Missouri
filmed at the
has
airport?
become the #1 state for tax breaks for film. So, something to note.
Is that true? They've finally
Mm-hmm.
done something about that? Well,
#1 of all 50. So, time to go.
what a great
shoot
place to
some
film.
stuff. Yeah.
absolutely. Get those creds. Get those tax reliefs. I bet this was a big selling soundtrack. I bet this was a big CD.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not watching the credits, but
I am.
it's a little too late now for me to be watching the credits. But there's a lot to be seen, to be heard in My Best Friend's Wedding.
So true.
At the top of the pod, you heard me talk about upcoming stuff, so I won't reiterate, but you can find me on @gay4PowerPoint, number 4, gay4PowerPoint on Instagram. I'm not on there a lot, but maybe by the time this comes out, I have relapsed and been on there all day, every day again. So
Could be.
could
Yeah.
be.
And I'm TV's Kevin Lanigan on all the stuff, and I've restarted a newsletter so you can keep up with things outside of social media. tvskevin.substack.com. I write about culture, I write about food, and I keep you updated on all my projects, including Big Dunks. And thank you for watching My Best Friend's Wedding with us yet again. And we'll see you very soon, listeners, for more exciting Julia Roberts related #content.
Big, huge.
Big mistake. huge.
Not listening, big mistake. Huge.
Big mistake, huge. But if you got this far in the show, you are definitely making a good mistake small.
Good mistake, small.
Good mistake, small.
Being a fan.
Good mistake, small.
We love you. Thanks for being our loyal listeners. And for 7 you out there, thanks for being...
Keeping us number one.
Keeping us number one in your hearts.
You're our number ones as well.
In your hearts and on your charts. We want to be your number one.
And in your farts. Okay, bye.
Lies, lies, you're telling me that you'll be true. Lies, lies, that's all I ever hear from you. Tears, tears, I shed a million tears for you. Tears, tears, and now you're loving someone new. Someday I'm gonna be happy, but I don't know when just now. Lies, lies, you're breaking my heart.
Tastes like you, but sweeter.
Please tell your friends about this show.
That was quite a show. Very entertaining. I want to live!
This has been a Talkback Podcast.